Hi, welcome to Algebra. I'm Barb. In this video, I'm going to talk about piecewise functions, which is something that seems to really stress a lot of people out. So hopefully I can take the stress out of it. Basically, piecewise functions are two different functions that really have nothing to do with each other, except that they happen to be graphed on the same coordinate plane. So in this one that I have here, when x is less than or equal to 2, I have the equation y equals negative 2x minus 1. And then for values of x bigger than 2, this function is going to take over. Y equals negative x plus 4. So let's look at how that's going to go on the graph. I like to put a little dotted line at the cutoff point where one function is taking over from the other, just so I have a picture in my mind of where that's happening. So let's look at the first one. To the left of 2, when x is less than or equal to 2, I have this line, y equals negative 2x minus 1. So let's see what's happening at 2. When x is 2, I have negative 2 times 2, which is negative 4, minus 1, which is negative 5. So I have the point 2, negative 5. And because it's less than or equal to, I need a filled in circle. So that's my starting point for this portion of the function. And then because this line has a slope of negative 2, and it's happening to the left of x is 2, I'm going to go from here up to left 1, up to left 1, up to left 1. And I'm going to connect those dots, and that's that portion of the graph. So this is the line y equals negative 2x minus 1, and it's just going along, minding its own business until it hits 2, and then it stops. And this one takes over. So what's happening in this one at 2? Well, I have negative 2 plus 4, which is 2. So 2 comma 2. And it's an open circle because this is strictly greater than 2. Now my slope of this is negative 1. So from here, I'm going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, and connect my dots. And there it is. That's all there is to it. So now let's relate these piecewise functions to absolute value. Y equals the absolute value of x. Well, we know that this function looks like a V. It's the line y equals x for all positive values of x. If I plug in 1, I get an output of 1. If I plug in 2, I get an output of 2, and so on. When x is negative, I'm going to get the positive version of that number. If I plug in negative 1, I'll get 1. Negative 2, I'll get positive 2, because the absolute value is making those inputs positive. So there's my absolute value function. It looks like a V. If we wanted to write this as a piecewise function, I need the two pieces that come together to form this V. One of them is the line y equals negative x. That's happening for all values of x until I hit 0. So y equals negative x for all x less than or equal to 0. So that's this line. It's going along with its negative slope until it hits 0, and then it switches to the line y equals positive x for all values of x greater than 0. So you're taking the two individual linear equations and putting them together for different values of x, and that creates your piecewise function. I hope this was helpful. We're turning negatives into positives. Have a great day.